The moment that stole Paris. Paris Fashion Week 2025 witnessed countless glamorous moments, but none quite like the one that occurred when Kim Taehyung, globally known as BTS's V, stepped into the Celine Show. Dressed in a flawlessly tailored black velvet blazer, minimal jewelry, and that unmistakable calm aura, Taehyung once again reminded the world why his name transcends music. Cameras flashed endlessly as his slow stride and effortless charm drew comparisons to old Hollywood icons. Social media exploded within minutes. The keyword Taehyung Celine at 25 trended worldwide in less than 5 minutes, racking up millions of tweets. Editors from Vogue, GQ, and Harper's Bazaar called the moment the rebirth of cinematic fashion. But what no one expected was that this iconic appearance would reportedly catch the attention of one of the most visionary directors of our time, Luca Guadagnino. The Italian filmmaker known for Call Me by Your Name, Bones and All, and Challengers has an eye for capturing human intimacy and beauty. According to whispers from insiders in Milan and Los Angeles, Guadagnino was intrigued by Taehyung's presence at the Celine event, describing him as a face made for cinema. Reports began surfacing just days after the Celine Show. Several entertainment industry insiders suggested that Luca Guadagnino was in the early stages of developing a new film exploring the quiet rebellion of youth and identity. One anonymous Hollywood agent told Deadline Korea, "There's no official casting yet, but Luca has been fascinated by the new wave of Asian artistry. Taehyung's aura fits perfectly with the kind of emotional subtlety he loves." For fans, this was both shocking and thrilling. BTS members have long been involved in music, fashion, and philanthropy. But venturing into global cinema under a visionary like Guadagnino would be groundbreaking. Online forums were filled with speculation about what role Taehyung might play. A romantic lead, a mysterious drifter, or perhaps a story centered around art and passion, a theme Guadagnino often explores. The artistry of Taehyung. Taehyung's creative range has always been vast. From his solo music filled with jazz, R&B, and vintage influences to his visual storytelling in music videos like Love Me Again and Rainy Days, fans know he isn't afraid of cinematic depth. Film critics have even compared his artistic choices to auteurs like Wong Kar-wai and Park Chan-wook. His preference for muted tones, emotional restraint, and timeless aesthetics all mirror the kind of visual poetry Guadagnino adores. This potential collaboration therefore seems almost destined. As one Paris-based stylist noted, Taehyung doesn't perform fashion, he embodies it. And cinema loves people who can communicate emotion without words. Luca Guadagnino's vision. Guadagnino has always gravitated toward faces that evoke both beauty and mystery. When he cast Timothée Chalamet and Taylor Russell, few predicted how profoundly their performances would resonate. Now, if he were to cast Taehyung, it would mark his first major collaboration with a South Korean artist. Industry analysts speculate this could symbolize a shift, Hollywood directors reaching toward Asia's new creative icons not as novelties, but as equals. A film critic from IndieWire stated, "If Guadagnino does cast Taehyung, it won't be a stunt. It'll be about the story, and Taehyung's ability to tell it visually." The reactions across the globe. The rumors spread like wildfire. Korean media outlets began translating Hollywood reports while international fans flooded social platforms with fan-made movie posters imagining Taehyung and Guadagnino's lush visual worlds. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like #Taehyung in Hollywood and #GuadagninoV dominated trends for 48 hours straight. In Los Angeles, fashion editors and casting agents reportedly discussed the global appeal of having an artist like Taehyung in a European-American production. One executive said, "He represents the fusion of East and West, refined, mysterious, yet emotionally transparent." The Celine connection. Many believe Taehyung's collaboration with Celine has been a defining chapter in his transformation from idol to global artist. The brand's creative director, Hedy Slimane, has always admired figures who exude rockstar energy with poetic stillness, a quality Taehyung personifies. His Celine campaign earlier this year showed his versatility, confident yet contemplative. When he walked into that Paris show, he wasn't just attending, he was performing art. Several attendees later claimed that even in a room full of celebrities, all eyes moved toward Taehyung as if he were the main character of a film that hadn't been made yet. Perhaps that was the moment Guadagnino noticed. Between music and cinema, Taehyung's transition from musician to potential actor wouldn't be surprising. He has experience in acting, notably in Warang, where his emotional performance was widely praised despite being his debut. Since then, he's expressed interest in film, mentioning directors like Wong Kar-wai, Kim Ki-duk, and Baz Luhrmann in interviews. If Guadagnino's reported project truly seeks to explore identity and emotion, Taehyung's introspective nature would make him an ideal choice. "He has that still water depth," said one anonymous producer. "You sense 1,000 emotions behind one gaze." Hollywood's growing fascination with Korean artistry. Hollywood has entered a new era of cross-cultural storytelling. After the success of Parasite, Squid Game, and Past Lives, directors now recognize the global resonance of Korean artistry. Taehyung represents not just a celebrity, but a symbol of that artistic renaissance. Someone who bridges language through emotion. Film professor Lena Howard from UCLA explained, "Guadagnino is obsessed with texture, color, and human sensitivity. Taehyung visually and emotionally embodies all three. If this collaboration happens, it'll be historic. Not for fame, but for artistic synergy." Silence from both camps. Neither Luca Guadagnino's team nor Taehyung's representatives have confirmed anything. However, insiders suggest that private meetings may have occurred in Paris shortly after the fashion event. Whether it was about film, fashion, or future art collaborations remains unknown. For now, fans are content with imagining, and that imagination fuels a storm of creativity online. Fan art, short films, even AI-generated trailers showing Taehyung in Guadagnino's signature sun-soaked frames. Still, industry experts note that both artists value privacy and artistic integrity. If anything is truly in motion, the world will know only when they're ready. The future awaits. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear. Kim Taehyung has already transcended the boundaries of K-pop. His Celine appearance wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a declaration of artistic independence. If Luca Guadagnino indeed sees cinematic potential in him, it would mark a new chapter not just for Taehyung, but for global entertainment, where East meets West and music meets film in perfect harmony. As one fan wrote in a viral tweet, "He doesn't chase the spotlight chases him." And perhaps in the quiet elegance of that Celine night, Luca Guadagnino saw exactly that, the birth of a new muse for cinema, a new chapter on the horizon. Though the rumor remains unconfirmed, the conversation it sparked has already changed how the entertainment world perceives crossover potential. Taehyung, who began as a vocalist with a dream of expressing emotion through sound, has become a global muse for art in all forms: music, photography, fashion, and perhaps soon film. In recent interviews, he's hinted at a longing to explore storytelling beyond songs. He once said, "Music captures emotion, but film makes it visible." That simple quote resurfaced online amid the speculation, now seen as prophetic. Industry watchers say that even if the Guadagnino collaboration doesn't materialize, this moment has opened doors. Directors from Europe, the US, and even Latin America have reportedly expressed interest in working with Taehyung, praising his expressive restraint, a rare quality in the age of digital overexposure. For fans, the anticipation is part of the joy. They wait not just for confirmation, but for the evolution of an artist who has continually broken molds.